Welcome back, folks. It's episode 8, I believe. Episode 8 of season 2. It's actually pissing down rain right now in Victoria. What is new? How we feeling, mate? Feeling good?
Yeah, well, I'm a PNC lad. You're a PNC lad. Together we are the PNC lads. I'm feeling good. Actually, have you ever heard of that phrase or that statement, look good, feel good? I think it's true. So I don't think I look good at the moment, mate. I've got the biggest clapped haircut in the world. Now, when I got my buzz cut, I was excited. And I liked the way it looked. Unfortunately, I have come to the conclusion that whilst I'm over here not earning too much money, it's a bit hard to maintain. Because with the buzz cut, if it's not looking 100% perfect, it looks dire. And I can't be getting fade up every week and a half, 2 weeks. So I've decided to grow it out. But that statement's never felt more true, mate. Look good, feel good. I'm in need of a cut, mate. I'm in need of a bloody cut.
I'm in the same spot. I got the beanie on today.
Yep. Yeah, but besides that, and besides the weather, I can't complain, mate. I can't complain. Life is good.
It's the Sunday blues, though, today.
Yeah.
It's like, probably about to watch my team get fucking destroyed by 150 points.
Yep.
Which will be nice. Good change up from last week. We got dicked by 60, so that should be nice. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, that's I mean, I thought it was gonna be worse, and you held your ground for quite some time in last week's game against Melbourne.
Yeah.
We need to start reviewing our tips, by the way, because we kind of just tip and then just leave them in the past. We're gonna do exactly.
You know what we should do?
We're gonna do exactly that this week.
We should go through like all of the rounds at the end of the AFL season and see who won.
Yeah, it's a good
and
shout.
then just be like, I don't know, maybe. So I don't even know what we've picked. I think for the most part we would have picked pretty similar, but there would be a few differences.
Yeah, we have had a few differences.
But yeah, no, it kind of sucks because we actually looked okay at the start of the year, and now we've just been ruined with injuries again. We've got like 12 of our starting 22 out, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the oldies just dropping like flies, mate. It's unfortunate to see for you lot. But yeah, my boys, they got to win. They got to win, and I'm soaking it up because I don't have a lot of faith come Friday night where we versed the doggies. But no, it was a valiant effort in the second half, considering the first half was.
I was very surprised you guys won.
Was just average. I mean, Gold Coast, they're far from anything special, so that's a game we should be winning. But based off of our performances this year, we shouldn't be winning any games. We should just be, hanging in there. But no, it was a lot better. A few of the younger boys played really well as well, which was good to see.
WA team's planning Bali early, mate.
Wait, what?
WA teams, they're planning Bali trips early.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right, mate. They're all concerned about their cheeky holiday come the end of the season.
Walters and Kelly trying to go on a nice bender,
You know what's funny about that? They're probably the two best performing players out of both sides.
Yeah, they probably are low key.
But no, we'll continue with the AFL for a bit, not too long. But it is gather round has commenced.
Yes, it has.
As you're listening to this, for those who aren't aware of what gather round is, it's where all the teams gathered into Adelaide. Every single game played in Adelaide, and it was there was a different. We're in Melbourne right now, so we shouldn't feel anything.
Yep.
But just watching it and the media and the way they hosted every game, it felt like there was something different about this round, and I liked that.
Yeah,
it was
cool.
refreshing.
I like where the commentary team's sitting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You can literally see the whole ground behind it. I reckon it's so dope.
Yeah, you're not a fan of the name though. Give me one suggestion of what it could be called.
I have no idea, but
considering it's not about the place, it's about the teams coming together in one spot. It's not about the actual place.
Yeah, see, this is where I think it should be about the place. I think eventually they will do one in every single state, and rather than calling it fucking Gather Round, it should be called like something to do with South Australia for their round, and then for WA, like call it the Key for like Elizabeth Key. I don't know, like come up with something.
Unfortunately,
per state.
Not unfortunately, I do disagree because I think they're going for like a, the other types of rounds there are in the Indigenous round. That never changes, obviously, because it's the same thing. But it's all they also want it to be the same thing where all the teams just gathering in one place. And I'd like to see it happen more. I wonder if they used it too early. Like
What?
it's round 5. There's still hype around the AFL season just starting. I wonder if that could have been a nice refresher come the midway part of the season or something.
I think it'd be right because you got the Indigenous rounds that happen like halfway through,
Yeah.
which kind of spark it again.
No, it is good. From the time of recording this, there's still 3 games. One big game for yourself, and then there's the blockbuster St Kilda Collingwood. I think we both tipped Collingwood. So
We haven't done our tips.
We've done our tips last week for this round. Yes, we have.
Did we?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, sure. We would have both gone Collingwood, yeah.
So yeah, that'd be interesting to see if we got that one right. I think we could do our tips for round 6.
Yeah, fly through them.
All right, Friday night at Optus Stadium, Fremantle versus the Doggies. Who are you going to go, mate?
I think Freo win.
It's a big call, Gary. I've tipped Freo basically every round, and I'm just going to stick with them just because they're my side. Go the boys. Wow, the two WA teams open round 6. Port Adelaide versus West Coast. Port Adelaide at Adelaide Oval again.
Yeah.
They had a good win last night.
Yeah, Port's gonna. It'll be probably like another 10-goaler.
I have to back Port. Moving swiftly on, Giants versus Brisbane.
Yeah, Brisbane will smash them.
Brisbane should get that done. GMHBA, not at the G. Geelong versus Sydney.
Geelong will win that.
I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to try and get one on you. I'm going to say Sydney get it done.
Geelong don't lose at GMHBA.
They don't, no. Hawthorn versus Adelaide in Tasmania.
Adelaide, they look great.
I'm going to say Adelaide as well. Marvel Stadium, big one. 2 rivals in the house.
Marvellous game. Can't wait.
Will and Seb, both from Misfit Minds. Will supports Carlton. Sebi supports St Kilda. Both teams doing very well.
Yes.
They previously said that they can't watch the game together. I'll be making sure.
They'll be watching the game together.
So if you want to see, previous game, Carlton's previous game, Will threw multiple water bottles close to the TV, close to the windows. If you want to see that action, PNC lads on Snapchat, me and Ev, it's going to be the cameraman. Just going to be filming all the outrage that happens. But Carlton St Kilda, I'm going to say that Carlton get that done. Keeping in mind you haven't seen St Kilda.
Yeah, I would love to see Saints play before this, but I'll go Carlton just based off the fact that I think Carlton are a better team.
Yeah, I think they'll bounce back from a disappointing loss as well. Gold Coast and North, I'm going to go...
Gold Coast for me.
Yeah, I reckon they're kind of plummeting. I'm going to go North Melbourne to get that done. Wow, Monday, Tuesday games. Oh, is this the Anzac?
Anzac Day, baby.
So, Melbourne versus Richmond, what a game. I think Melbourne will get that done.
I reckon Melbourne flog them.
And then, 2 of the best teams in the comp right now, performance-wise,
Yeah.
which is did not expect to say. Really did not expect to say.
Collingwood, I expected. Essendon, no chance.
Yeah, Collingwood versus Essendon, Anzac Day, Anzac round. What are we saying?
Oh.
I mean, it's no longer a pushover.
It's hard because I haven't seen Collingwood play today and they lost last week. But I'll go Collingwood, but I could very easily see Essendon winning that game.
All I pray for is that we finally get a good game on Anzac Day.
It's facts.
And because of that, I'm going to say, no, I can't. I'm sorry. Pies get the job done.
Yeah, I think
as much as I want to say Essendon win, Pies get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard when you haven't seen the Pies play this week yet.
Yeah, no. But that's going to conclude the AFL
tips.
chat. If you want to put your tips in the comments, please do. Please do let us know who you're backing and if we've made any blunders there in our selections.
Do you want to run the oddly satisfying things, mate?
We can, mate. That's one of my favourite categories.
I got a few good ones today.
Segments. Go on.
So we can kick off the first one with... We'll go with my... I have 2, but this is my first one. So this one's not really odd because I think everyone can relate, but when you find like a really funny video or a great song or a great movie or a great TV show and you go and show someone it, like a friend, and they actually give a good reaction.
I love it.
Like you show someone a video and they just piss themselves laughing, as opposed to, you show them a video and they're just you can tell they force a laugh or they force a reaction. I reckon it's one of the most satisfying things of all time.
100%. 100%. I couldn't agree with you more there. It's actually a really good thought process you had. Because in this house, there's a lot of those times where they don't work.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you show someone and you're so excited to show them that. Right, Era?
I think we're good.
You're so excited to show them this TikTok that you've seen, this little clip. And it's so unfortunate because 8 hours ago I saw that clip and I can't manufacture. I have to be like, oh yeah, I saw it. And then you're like, well, I'm not going to take my phone away. Have a look at it again and laugh again.
Do you so you'll watch something that you think is hilarious, and then when you're showing someone, you're watching it obviously again, and you're like, wait, this actually isn't that fucking funny. And you've had a blunder.
Yeah.
You're showing them, you know they're about to fake a forced laugh, and then you're kind of just like, oh, it's kind of like a be there moment. Like when it was funny, it was funny. Now it's
know what my thought process is? Say I see a clip, or I say, oh, Ev, have you seen that bloke who does this and this? And I'm laughing, and then you just go, no, and I'm just like, fine. I'll be like, you just have that one, mate. I'm gonna enjoy this one because that is funny. I just cop it on the chin, mate. Unfortunately, you just have to cop it on the chin when someone goes, seen that or don't find that funny. You just go, righto.
We used to have a guy at work. We used to have a guy at work that would always try and show us fucking videos, and it was like, dude, not one of them was funny.
I'm trying to think of who that is.
I can't even remember the name, but I remember we always used to say, it'd be like, oh, by golly, mate, it's fucking no good.
It's tough. People do better out there. My one is specific to this house, but also I feel like a lot of people with different water systems will potentially be able to relate. So my oddly satisfying thing is when I have a shower and I don't get hit with a wave of freezing cold water to the back.
Or vice versa. Boiling.
I would rather get fucking burned, mate, because in Melbourne it's already cold. We're having showers quite late, and I'll go there. I'm in my nice, just like warm, like it's almost like it's really hot. It's too hot for the skin. It's just drying me out. But then all of a sudden, for no reason at all, bang, a wave of freezing cold water, and I almost headbutt the front glass because I have to jump out of the way. And it's miserable. It ruins your time.
Mate, I'm honestly like a porn star with how arched my back is at that point.
Yeah. It absolutely ruins your time. And I don't know if it's the washing machine, if someone's just flushed the toilet, if someone's turned the tap on and it's that sensitive. I couldn't tell you, but I do want answers. So when I go for a shower and I don't experience that and it's just warm all the way throughout, so oddly satisfying.
Yeah, it's great. I've been singed in that shower too when it goes boiling.
Oh yeah.
And I literally am like fucking 3rd-degree burns because the hot water system in this house sits at about 85 degrees Celsius.
When I before we moved here, I was like, oh my god, it's such a nice house. It's such a nice area. You know, it's worth this amount of dollars. Blah blah blah. I'm so keen. And then I remember the first time I was like, oh, I'm so keen for this shower. I know it's going to be elite. And I walk into the bathroom and I'm like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? It's old, bro.
It's an old house.
This house is an old house, as nice and beautiful and expensive as it is. It's got some old features to it.
It does. I have some more oddly satisfying things.
Drop them.
So this one is, you know, I think everyone has experienced this, but for me, donating and giving money, but not how you think in terms of like giving to charity, because like that doesn't really matter to me. But it's more so when I buy something that costs $1.95 and I pay with a $2 coin, and I give them, but they go to get the change. I go, no, don't worry about it, champ. Keep the change, buddy. And it's like a 5-cent coin.
Yeah.
Never felt bigger. Like my cock is huge. I'm like, you know who I am? I just gave you 5 cents. Oddly satisfying.
Can I ask you, when are you finding yourself in that situation? Because I'm rarely not going through self-checkout. Can't remember the last time I did.
It's like at Subway, at a like if you're going, it's not just Coles, man. People buy things from everywhere.
But I'm saying for you specifically, like I haven't been doing a lot of shopping. So have you experienced that recently?
Here. Nah, but just
in general. Generic feeling.
It's like you go to Coles or you go to Woolworths or you go to a BP and it's like, oh yeah, I'll just grab this fucking $2 water bottle.
Yeah.
And it's like I have like, I don't know. You give them the change and it's like a 5-cent coin. Feels good.
You know why as well? It's because it's inconvenient for you to have that 5
Yeah,
cents
but we don't
in your
look
wallet.
at you don't look at it that way though. You just look at it like I just look at me. I'm rich. You're bum.
Let me ask you a question now. Do you do the same at a self-checkout when you're putting your card in? Do you want to round up
No way.
15 cents? I don't do that.
No, I don't.
So it is strictly because you don't want to keep changing your pocket.
100%. 100%.
Oh, we got him.
And I tell you,
We got him.
I tell you what's fucking worse. I'd never ever donate to any of those things.
Got him.
Bro, McDonald's. Do you want to round up for the smile? I don't even know the charity. Yeah. No, I don't. Bro, I tell you, those things are a scam. You round up, all it does is when at the end of the year, when McDonald's go and file their fucking tax return, and it says,
write-off, yeah.
and they go, oh yeah, we donated you donated $35 million of my hard-earned money.
Yeah.
You prick. You guys can just go do a donation.
Yeah, that is true.
Dogs.
But they're getting other people to donate as well.
Yeah,
for the cause of fast food.
Yeah, so it looks good on their fucking resume. That's what it does.
You know my favourite form of donation? It truly are, like GoFundMes. They are a great thing to have been created. Because you can see you're directly helping someone.
I actually donated to one a week ago.
Yeah, there you go.
$5. Look at me.
Yeah. Like, for example, my old soccer coach, his son has got like some quite a few disabilities, and they needed like a new wheelchair or like a new motorized chair to get into the van and get into his house. He literally needs it for himself, and they had a required target. It was like $5,000 or something. This shit's expensive, and they smashed it. And it's so good to see everyone coming, like a community coming together, and how like giving some people are. GoFundMes are great. I actually don't think too many people take advantage of them as much as they used to.
Yeah.
Like when they first started.
Yeah.
People were starting them for fucking anything.
No, they are really good.
That's fucked up. Fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually, we did have someone send in your oddly satisfying things, because this guy sent in an oddly satisfying thing. And it is quite satisfying. If you're an American, you probably won't understand, because you have to prepay your petrol in America. In Australia, you don't. You put the NOS in. You put your petrol in, then you go pay. So you can get a random number. But when you fill up your car, and if that dollar amount lands on an equal number, I think... Do you remember watching back on the old movies where you would have that little fucking ball that would bounce and then it would finally hit the corner? That is like petrol, because it's never really going to happen unless you deliberately try and do it. But if your car actually just clicks and stops on a whole number, I think you should go buy a lotto ticket.
Are you this is a really big question here. When you fill up your car, when you hear that first click, are you done?
Nah.
Never done.
Nah.
Never done. You go again.
Do you want to know why?
You get an extra 15 seconds of juice, and then it stops again, and then I'll go again.
I learned it like back from my dad. That's why. I reckon it's how you're raised. You would have had to have been told at some point in your life growing up that after the first click, you can always put more in. Because my dad, I remember my dad literally telling me like it would click. He's like, no, it's never full. You can always put in a little bit more. And then it so that's why I've always done it the same way.
Why does it click?
I think it's because...
Why is it clicking if it's not full?
Because when there becomes less space, it's like pouring... So
does it slow down how much comes out?
Nah, so you know if you had a funnel, when you're pouring something into a funnel, at the start, it's just like it goes quick, but as it starts to fill up, it's like you have to let it trickle down and trickle down. So it's kind of like that, I think.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm a constant, like, I'll go to that puppy can't go no more. But also, I will do that, and I'm never... It depends. Like, especially over here, I'm going dollar amounts. I go, that dollar looks okay. I'll put in $70.
Yeah.
I could get it to 77. No, I'm going to save myself some money because money's tight. Bless you. But no, I'm a big fan. As much as I hate the radio, put it on 14, put it on 15, whatever. I'm a big fan of putting my my fuel on even dollars. No cents.
Here's the real question. This is a big petrol topic. I feel like there's two different types of people in this world. You've got people who fill up their car full when it gets to bone dry empty, or you've got people who will get like halfway, fill their car up. Maybe three different types of people, because then I feel like there's another person who just fills up their car like half tank.
My cousin.
Half tank.
shout out Tom Meyer, he absolute tight ass. He's a serial half filler, serial quarter filler, serial. I'll put $20 in just to get my car up and about to get me from A to B. He loves it. He loves just chucking in the bare minimum until it's a cheaper fuel day, until he can get himself somewhere else. And I sometimes do that. Like, bro,
Yeah, I'll
when
do
the
that if
fuel's
it's-
disgusting,
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'll 100% do that. Like, nah, you're. I'm sorry, puppy. You're getting $30.
I'm not paying
put in.
$2.50 for petrol.
Bro, Brighton, as much as I love you, you're disgusting. I travelled 15 or 20 minutes to go get fuel because it was like 15 to 20 cents cheaper than what it is in Brighton.
We've said it before. Brighton has a Brighton tax.
This is criminal, bruv. Does this happen in Scarborough
Yeah.
or Applecross?
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, bro. How are they doing?
You know,
I understand why. There's richer people here, but
even like your Subway and fast food restaurants, KFCs and things like that, you pay more in like Applecross, expensive suburbs.
yeah, but
They have an upcharge.
I can't imagine those ones would be too much more.
Your
compared to
Subway,
fuel.
you'll pay like $1 more for a Subway in Applecross than you will in Thornley.
And you know what? If I'm gonna get value in that, fine. Because this local Subway here, I've got nothing but good words to say.
Yeah.
I got Subway in the city in Melbourne.
It was
Fucking
trash.
putrid. I watched my guy microwave my chicken, and that's it.
Yeah.
He didn't toast it.
Yeah.
I was about to. Oh, I was furious, mate. I really wanted to give him a piece of my mind.
Yes. Well, that can wrap up the oddly satisfying things. I think getting whole dollar amounts on anything really is a good thing.
It's
you know?
pretty good. It is pretty
It's
good.
like if you're paying for groceries, $20, whole number, I'm a happier man than 22. I don't want to pay 22. 20? I do.
Yeah, fair enough.
But something big went on in the world recently, mate.
Did it?
We spoke about it in the gym. I haven't had a voice crack on the podcast for a minute.
Oh, no.
But I think we might have saw one of the biggest marketing blunders of all time, mate. This will be discussed in history books 50 years from now.
Will it?
And this is Bud Light. They had a new marketing campaign, not even a marketing campaign, an entire brand switch, to be honest. And they decided to be inclusive of the minority and exclude the majority of their customer fan base by changing the normal Bud Light can, which had nothing wrong with it, to a rainbow-filled, inclusive they, them, you know, that whole movement, LGBTQ, for a beer brand. Now,
Can I just ask real quick? Do they completely remove all normal packaging, or is this a different can? You know, like how CC and Dry make the snowflake patterned cans. Was it like that?
I'm
Or
like
no?
90% sure that it is the entire, the whole brand switched, to my knowledge. But for a few numbers, I'm not 100% sure because these are sources off TikTok, but by all accounts, and it makes sense, they lost 50% of sales across the board.
Yeah.
Some stores lost up to 80% in sales. Yeah, not good from Bud Light for an unneeded change.
Yeah. I've always said it. I said it to you as well. I've always found that unfortunately the push for equality seems to just split us even further apart. When one group or minority or segmentation is supposedly down here, and I don't know, your everyday citizen is here, they try and just put them on a pedestal, and we have to look up to them. And
well, you kind of get it shoved down your throat.
You do.
And as most people don't want to be told what to do with anything. They don't want to be told do the dishes.
No.
They don't want to be told you have to go to work. People want freedom, and like you're basically forcing a movement onto everyday people who just want to drink a beer.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't know who the fuck is on their marketing team, but they're being paid too much because any normal citizen could have told you that this is the worst idea you could ever have.
Yeah.
Like, think about who drinks beer. It is particularly that beer. It is literally like Bogan. Like, it's like your typical American,
Rednecks.
like redneck fucking Bogan. It's a cheap beer. Lower class Americans drink it. And then you're going to go and put, like, those types of people are not even, they like almost hate that movement, let
Yeah.
alone fucking are accepting of it.
I'm
And,
just really keen to see what it's Bud Light, right?
Yep.
I'm
They've
really
already
keen
come
to
out.
see what Bud Light, what they do.
Well, they've already come out and said that this didn't go through our marketing team and shit.
What do you mean? Who made that call then?
Mate, I tell ya,
Imagine if the CEO has just done it. She's like, no, I want it. I
Bro.
want it. It's done.
I could see it. But so the whole reason that she originally wanted to do it was because she was saying that this brand is going to be dead in a few years if we're not inclusive of young people. This is like, this bitch is probably on like $1 million a year, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Pay
Yeah,
me $1 million a year and your Bud Light would still be a good brand.
It's strange decisions there. Thankfully, as a non-beer drinker, I'm not involved in this.
Well, that's the thing. I don't really care, but it is hilarious to see.
I don't think I've ever had a Bud Light.
No, we don't have them here.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure it's an American beer, yeah.
Yeah, but barely any beers and alcohol is Australian, and we still get it.
I don't think you can buy it here. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Let's have a look. Can you buy a Bud Light in Australia straight away? You can buy Bud Lights in Australia.
Oh, there you
Australian liquor suppliers.
go. Well, no one drinks Bud Light here.
The can is still the regular can.
Yeah, right. I know a lot of the
Probably
stores
rolled it out.
so a lot of the stores return their stock. Like they literally said to Bud Light, like, nah. And it makes sense because like if no one's buying it because you change your product without telling people,
Yeah.
like you can't expect them to fucking sell it. But
I'm just trying to think if any other alcoholic company has done that. I just don't see that it's the right place to do it. I can't understand it.
made
from
of all
their
brands,
perspective.
that's not the one.
No.
And
no.
to go that hard with it too.
Yeah, it's strange.
But yeah, I thought it was very interesting because
Let us know your thoughts as well. I wish audio listeners had a place to comment
yeah,
and let us know.
they do. Just message us.
Message us if you want to. Just go on the YouTube video and type in if you have a thought. I know it's a bit of hassle, but we do a lot of debates and discussions on this show.
We do.
So you might feel as a listener you're engaged in the conversation and you have a different point of view. Let us know.
Yeah, well, we've had a lot of conversations in this house about these sorts of stuff. So.
Let us know. We should do a Spotify playlist before we get any further.
Yeesh.
My first song featured in the latest PNC vlog, and there will not be one this week because we're going hammer and tong for a good video that we're working towards. It's going to be very funny. I think it's going to be very cool. And yeah, just excited to do it. Just excited to get it out there. So stay tuned for that. My song is Cold Hard Bitch by Jet. Great track. Great track. Really gets you going.
I like it.
What do you got?
I'm gonna roll with Too Many Nights by Metro Boomin.
Metro Boomin with some more.
Speaking of which, he played at Coachella. His set, insane.
Yeah, we were watching that last night. The Coachella set was pretty sick. All right, and another one that we saw, Wish You Were Here by Two Friends. That was a great track. We also watched their set at Coachella.
Good.
I didn't realize Coachella live streamed performances. Fantastic.
Yeah, the whole set. It's fantastical.
The playlist is called PNC Lads Weekly, by the way. Let's get it to 1,000 likes. It's close. It's close.
All right, and my next song is Mirror by Lil Wayne.
Okay, I don't know if I've heard that one.
You 100% have heard that one.
I've heard that one, guys. Lil, it's not even coming up. Oh, Bruno Mars. Bro, I thought of that. Mirror on the wall. But I didn't know he was a part of that song.
It's his song.
Yeah, but Bruno just takes control, doesn't he? He takes control of that. All right, should we do our draft?
Yeesh.
Bit of a strange one today.
I'm excited
Because
for
I'm
this
not overly passionate about a lot of these objects.
I don't know, bro.
But we might get into a
I think you're
into a
gonna
tussle.
I think you're gonna realize how much more passionate you are about these objects than you
Potentially.
might have first thought. But we're doing a kitchen draft.
Kitchen
No.
items draft.
Yes, items found in a kitchen. So as we always do, paper, scissors, rock. So who starts?
Paper, scissors, rock.
You start.
All right. All right, my first one This is tough. This is tough. Oh, fuck. So I don't know what you're going to pick. Oh, I'm taking my time here just because I'm a little bit frustrated.
Anytime today, champ.
All right, my first pick is going to be a fork.
You're a joke.
It's going to be a fork.
Jesus Christ.
It's the most basic utensil out there. You can't do a lot without a fork.
Guys, you can eat with a spoon. You can eat with your fingers. You can eat with your hands.
I'm saying though, like for me, if I don't pick a fork, say if you picked a fork and I didn't, I don't get to use a fork for the rest of my life.
That's fine.
So if you go out on a date,
bro,
how you gonna eat?
Brother.
You're telling me you're gonna go hands deep on a meal in front of this absolutely beautiful woman sat 30 centimeters away from you.
I am.
No, and you know what she's gonna say? Pull your bastard.
Yeah, and then I'll open my mouth and fucking, get down and dirty on the floor.
All right, go, son.
My first item in a kitchen is going to be a fridge.
Yeah, good pick.
If you don't have a fridge, have fun eating fucking dry, warm food forever.
That's just not very nice.
You're not having milk. You can never have eggs.
I can.
You can have eggs, actually. But you can't have milk. You literally can't have anything cold. No cheese, no fucking vegetables, no refrigerated fruit.
I can. I'll just go buy it and then use it straight away. And then freeze it.
How are you going to put it in a freezer?
My pick 2, freezer.
No way you picked a freezer, bro.
Picked a freezer.
My fridge has a freezer in it.
Picked a freezer. No, you said fridge.
Does your fridge have a freezer?
Hey?
Does your fridge have a freezer?
Yeah, but you picked fridge. You can get fridges without freezers. You picked a fridge.
My fridge has a freezer.
You picked a fridge.
My fridge has
picked
a
a freezer.
So Dill's item I already have too.
No.
Yeah.
No. We said this could be a tussle. I picked a freezer. I'm a big fan of ice cream. I love ice cream. Get the ice cream in there. Get all the ice cream in there.
How are you going to eat your ice cream? With your fingers? With a
What?
fork?
Yeah, you haven't picked a spoon yet, son.
Mate, I'm not picking utensils, cuz.
And you can pick out ice cream with a fork, 100%. All right, that's my pick 2.
My pick 2 is going to be a air fryer.
Yeah, that was going to be my next pick as well.
So, it's better than an oven. So, air fryer, goated.
Can't really complain with that one. My next one, it's going to be a stovetop. I need a stove. I like to cook eggs. I like to cook steaks. I like to cook chicken. You can cook all of that with a stovetop.
It's true.
Perfect. That's my pick 3.
It's true. No, you're right, bro.
All good, dog.
You can't cook food on a stovetop without a pan or a pot.
You got to pick one.
But I don't have to pick one because I don't have a stovetop. So my next pick is going to be a microwave.
Yeah, okay.
Well, if I can't cook on a stovetop, I have to cook in a microwave and an air fryer.
Yeah, fair enough.
Dub.
Fair enough. Is it my pick 4?
Yep.
My pick 4 is going to be dishwashing liquid. I ain't about to have dirty dishes up in this bitch. Have fun cleaning your utensils, son. Have fun getting mold over everything.
You ain't even got any utensils. You've got a
I've
fork.
got forks, bro.
What are you going to just wash forks? Just use water, cunt.
No, you're not getting rid of those germs, son. Have fun. Have fun getting all those diseases.
That was your pick 4 too.
Yeah, it was.
Fuck, so you have a...
I'm kidded out here, boy.
No, you're in trouble.
I'm not in trouble. I'm laughing.
My next pick is going to be a saucepan with a handle. So you can use it as a bowl. You can use it to eat food off of as a plate.
Why? What the fuck?
Yeah, so basically just a saucepan.
Why wouldn't you just pick a bowl?
Because how are you going to cook with a bowl? How am I going to put a saucepan?
Where are you putting this saucepan? You don't have a stovetop.
Yeah, well that's
just fucked up.
That is true. But I don't need a bowl and I can use a saucepan.
What? You'd rather eat?
I wouldn't rather. No.
You're telling me a meal that goes in a bowl, I'd rather in a saucepan.
No, I wouldn't.
If you put a normal food that you want to cut, it's going to be easier in a bowl than a saucepan.
I wouldn't rather it. Would you rather not eat with a fucking fork and
Just
knife
claim
too?
the L's, Ev.
Mate, my list is so much better than Dill's. I'm going saucepan.
You've had a stinker for your pick 4. You
No
had
way.
a stinker.
Saucepan.
All right. Pick 5. I'm just going to go a glass.
Yeah.
A glass. It's an essential item for me.
Another error on Dill's part.
It's another essential item for me. I need glass. I need to put water. I need to put liquids in there. I need to put my milk.
He's at a blunder.
everything.
I'll tell you why. Because you should have gone with a coffee mug, which is my pick 5.
Why?
Because a coffee... how are you going to have a hot Milo in a glass?
I don't drink hot Milos.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You literally have told me multiple times I've had a hot Milo and my dad...
I've
used to
also
make
had great cold Milos. I don't need a hot Milo, Ev.
Nah, Dill's...
Can easily go
Let
in my
us
life
know.
without hot
My
Milos.
list is so much better than Dill's. Fridge, microwave, air fryer, fucking saucepan,
A saucepan that
and a
you can't
mug.
use.
Like, what are you gonna use? A fork with a fucking freezer and what else did you even have?
Stovetop. Can cook plenty on a stovetop.
What are you cooking on a stovetop with?
A tray.
You didn't have a tray.
Yeah, but you didn't pick it, so I can go get it.
You've got no picks. You have nothing.
Yeah, but why are we limited? For
You
this?
literally can't even cook food.
You know, Ev, you can't get an ultimate kitchen with 5 picks.
No, but you can get essentials. I can eat food and cook it.
So can I.
What are you gonna cook?
Steaks.
Where?
Chickens on my stove.
You don't have anything to cook it
I
on.
want to say something. I did have a blunder. I completely forgot about fridge. Well, it was my pick one,
mate.
and I completely forgot about a fridge.
No fridge, nothing to cook with, nothing to even eat off.
I've got plenty to cook with.
But you have a fork. Come on. My list is so much better. Let us know.
I can wash everything.
Dishwashing fucking liquid. Christ. We only have 5 picks, but I'm going to pick dishwashing liquid.
I'll stick to it as well. I can clean my
Outrageous.
hands when they get dirty.
You know what I'll do? I'll just go to my bathroom and I'll just use my soap.
Okay, you're going against your own rules now, son.
How?
You're going because then I can just go somewhere, go to my brother's house and get a pan.
From a kitchen?
Yeah,
No, because the kitchen is the kitchen.
it's not my kitchen though. This is the types of conversations that we get into, folks.
I'm right. Dill's wrong. My list is better. Bang.
Let's get into. Actually, do we have bedroom blunders?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into bedroom blunders. There's a
Something's burning.
funky sense going through the house right now. It could be one or two things.
I pray this house doesn't burn down.
A fire could be starting, and this could be our last day, or it's the Kush.
Oh yeah, it's definitely that.
It's the Kush.
So bedroom blunders.
Blunders in the bedroom.
It wasn't really a bedroom blunder. It's kind of a funny story. Well,
Whose story is it?
my story. But so I was at this woman's house, and you do the good stuff. You get the job done, and
Such a nice movie.
oh yes, I woke up. Round 1 finished. Ding ding, and I look up at the ceiling as I'm laying there with P&C, and I see this shaped light on the roof, and with the lights off, basically it was a black frame in the shape of it, and then it had the globes on each end of the 4 rungs. The light globes, you couldn't see them because the lights were off, and I just see this black and I look over, I go, why do you have shaped lights? And she said, all my friends say that. It's not. I say, that's a fucking
How many friends have seen his bedroom? Oh, my friends say that. Is she showing people these lights?
I don't know. But anyway, that was my funny story.
Did that give you the ick? as
Nah,
some
it
would
didn't.
say?
It was fucking hilarious. We had a giggle about it.
Yeah.
But, so I've now had sex under a symbol.
Yeah.
Don't
And
know
I
if you
think
can
we're going to
say
have
that
to blur/cut out all of that. Not like, you'll hopefully get the gist of it. I don't know how much.
I think you're allowed to say I don't think you're allowed to say which I said
Who
twice
knows?
now.
Oh, no. Who knows with YouTube's things. Yeah, that's a strange one, Ev. That's a strange one.
It was funny, though.
It is, yeah.
To be fair, it wasn't her house. We'll preface. She was house sitting.
It was a German person's house.
I don't think so, by the looks of the photos on their frames.
Yeah.
I'd be concerned if it was. You know what I was thinking to myself though?
What's that?
I was starting to think like, what if this is like a house?
Mm.
I was genuinely like, do I go look around and just see if I can find some? Like, imagine you've just got this cunt's just.
Oh,
Like-
you can't do that.
I can do that. It's
No, you
video. No one knows what I'm doing.
Yes, they do. You can't
I can
that.
do that.
No, you can't.
100% I can.
You can't.
I just did, and it's staying in.
Oh, God. All right.
Like, imagine I just saw a photo of that.
All right. Let's move on to the next one, Ev.
Of what?
There's no more bedroom blunders?
I don't think so.
All right.
Someone sent in the same thing we did last week.
Yeah, no, that was silly. I feel like that was manufactured from that woman.
Yep.
I didn't like that at all.
Someone said, do you guys watch YouTube boxing?
Well, I was going to ask you a question. I don't really like that one. Who is your favourite YouTuber right now? Because I would have
Probably
to
Airack for
Yeah,
me.
Airack. He's great. Why have I aligned myself better with Airack and not Mr. Beast? I don't really watch
Airack's
Mr.
older.
Beast content.
He does like more aged up.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast
think
is
you're right.
very childish.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mr. Beast, though, I think we could dive into this whole Chris sitch. You don't want to?
Nah.
It's touch and go subject.
We've already gone into that area and we've been going for 40 minutes as well. I really wanted to just ask you. I think Airack is a great... If you haven't watched an Airack video, go watch him. You like showed me one of his videos. I hadn't really watched any of his stuff. And then I just went on a mad thing and just watched all of them and they were just... He makes some fucking good content, that man. And he's just a very likable person. His girlfriend and his friend stitched him up and Harry Jowsey came and just started hitting on his girlfriend right in front of him and he didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was one of the most hard things to watch. You got to watch it. It was absolutely hilarious. But yeah, besides that, I don't think there's too much to...
No, I think I have something else.
You wanted to speak about something else?
Nah, there was just one guy sent in. Guys, make sure you send your stuff in because we do want to talk about your things. Some guy just asked, he's taking a girl on a first date and just wanted some ideas. I would say, depending on the type of person you are and the type of person she is, like if you met on Tinder and both your photos are fucking you guys going on hikes and shit, then do a hike. But for most people, I think like the most simple first date you can do where you literally can't go wrong, you just go get coffee, you like go to a cafe, go on a little coffee date and go for a walk. Boom. An hour, you get to meet them. Most people will like coffee and it's super lighthearted. There's no pressure. You're meeting in a mutual spot. It's not like you're going for dinner. You have to sit down for 4 hours. You go for a walk, so you get a little activity in. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I don't really like to eat in front of people on the first date. I feel like people are very awkward when they're eating. Like they are self-conscious in the way they eat. If something's just dripped out of their mouth, did the other person see that? Blah, blah, blah. I can't eat my chips naturally.
The little bite special.
Yeah, it's just it's a dodgy experience. So I'd rule eating off the cards. Personally, I like to do an activity. Activity is always fun, not something crazy.
This is the thing. Like
Something
first
general.
dates are hard because like if you say mini golf, people will be like, "Oh, I've done 100 mini golf
Yeah,
dates."
of
It's
course.
cliche. Let's go bowling. 100 people have done that. It's like obviously coffee has been done, but firstly, it's $5. Like as for me anyway, like as a guy, I would traditionally want to pay. Like it's like coffee is $5. So if she wants to see you a second time after coffee, where you haven't had to spend much money and you've got to kind of get the vibe of the person, I think it's good.
Yeah, no, just see what your interests are. See what both people's interests are. And there's every chance that it will come up naturally. Like maybe going to a game or something if you both like AFL.
Yeah,
Go
which
to
is
an
what-
AFL game. Go get a couple drinks.
Which is why I said, like, if your photos are literally like all fucking, you know, you guys doing sports, then like go for a hike. Like,
I couldn't go to a Freo game on a first date. Oh, I'd lose my shit.
no, well
She'd
that's
instantly get the ick, bro.
I'd
She'd
get the ick
instantly
too.
get the ick.
Is that high?
Oh, yeah. Holding the ball. No, it wasn't holding the ball.
You're sitting there biting your tongue the whole time. But no, take it for coffee, my friend. Unless there's other stuff. But I would say go on a little coffee date, hour, bang, call it even. Meet up 2 days later and go do something.
I can do that now. I like iced lattes. They're a good drink. They're a good beverage of choice. If I was to walk into a cafe because someone else took me there, I'd probably get an iced latte.
This is if a girl said to you, and you obviously thought she was attractive, and you agreed to go on a first date, and she was like, oh, let's just go get coffee in Freo. Or like, well, here. Like, let's go get coffee in somewhere. I'd just be like, yeah, all right, 100%. That's good.
Is an iced latte seen as a woman drink?
Nah.
That's good. That's good. I was just a bit worried about that.
No, I think you're safe.
There's nothing to be worried about.
You're a bitch.
Everyone, I've missed out the time to put on a punt on the Eagles Geelong game. I'm severely upset.
I have a few on.
I ran out of time. And because of that, the episode's done. Episode 8 is finished.
Yep.
Everyone, go at us on Snapchat, PNC lads. Comment in the video. If you don't comment, I'll come for you. And that's it.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Goodbye.